Welcome to Drinkin Bros, presented by BlackRifleCoffee.com.
So today was pretty unusual for me. Before we came on the air, we were talking about hardcore graphic gay sex and what that entails. But I want to bring up something else real quick, if I may.
You may not.
Oh, Georgie, nowhere near the microphone.
May not. No. Carry on.
Sure. I was outside of McDonald's, and this like the homeless in LA are totally different. The guy's like, "Hey, can I get some food? I'm fucking starving." And I was like, "Yeah, you're homeless. Like, I'll get you whatever you want." And he goes, "No, don't McPick to me," is what he said to me. I was like, "What?" He goes, "Don't get me anything off the McPick 2 menu." And I was like, "Oh, wow." Is that what we've like? He knew that was the cheaper, shittier version of like, "Oh, I can only get one single cheeseburger." Like, he was like, "Give me something else." Yeah, and Szechuan sauce. Szechuan. I want the sauce for it. I was like, do you want chicken? No, but I want that sauce. It's gonna be worth something. Welcome to the show. Who do we got on, Jared? These are your two favorites.
This is a dream team tonight. You got Georgie Leahy, and you got Brandon Rogers.
Hello.
Oh, yes. What up, Georgie? Here's what I love about you. You look remarkably sober for this show.
I'm so sober.
This is going to be like interviewing Amy Winehouse in like 2004.
Oh, don't.
No, I'm kidding. If you die, though,
yeah, I'll be dead in a week, and then you'll be like, "Wow,
we will literally play this show. We'll air it right after you die.
Will become a lot more valuable. This will be a very valuable interview to listen to.
It's kind of sick, but we look for people who might die, and then
we
wait and hold on to the episode and be like, "Oh my god, we love them so much. We didn't see this coming." With you, we totally are gonna see this coming all together. Yeah. Yep.
She humping the microphone?
I don't know. You've worked with her a lot. Is this standard for her?
Well, here's the thing. Yes.
How fucked up does she get before you guys shoot those sketches?
Well, we always do it all sober, but here's the thing. After everything you've ever seen us shoot, just know we have plunged into depths far below, what the sobriety. Most wasted of people at 3 a.m. get to.
Yeah, that's the part of it, but we're professional before that.
Yeah.
But you didn't
and then
find
amateurs
me there.
Afterwards. Right. Yeah, we're professionals before that, but then complete shit show amateurs afterwards.
Yeah, I edit the next day.
Yeah. Georgie, where were you today? It's Saturday, Los Angeles, day before Oscars. Where were you at that you got this fucked up today? Do you not remember, or can you not say?
No. I've been working all day, but working in a capacity where people work and drink. So I'm lucky that people work and drink. But no, I work with artists. So artists like to drink, so they're like, "Here, have a drink. Let's do this. Let's do this." I don't know. I'm part of the world of collaboration.
This is like an answer that you would get from like Bowie in like 74, high on PCP, where it's just like, why are you like this? I'm an artist and I believe in collaboration, and nothing of what you explained described why you're this drunk. Like not
Have you seen my t-shirt?
Word of it. Is that Chanel?
Are those dicks?
Oh my God! It's two wraparound dicks that is replicating Chanel.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
Those are Jesus dicks.
Yeah, those are Jesus sticks.
I need that Jesus
They're
stick.
curved like a Pisces symbol.
Yeah, that's a really nice. Where does one get something like that, Georgie?
Yeah, well, it's funny that this company keeps getting cut off by Chanel, and then they keep going like, "Fuck it, we're gonna do it again," and then they bring their penises back.
It's a nice penis. Look, there's a lot of penis apparel out there. That's one of the finest ones I've seen. Because I wasn't gravitating towards the penis. I was like, oh.
You're gravitating between this.
Oh yeah.
You missed
a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
You missed her tank top yesterday that says "Born to Fuck."
Oh yeah.
Oh my word.
Jared
Yeah.
and I made a.
We made those
very few
for ourselves.
this, yeah.
Born to fuck tank
Born to
tops?
fuck.
How did those sell to the general population?
didn't-
We didn't sell them,
No.
but people ask for them all the time.
Really?
It's just giant blocked letters, born to fuck.
Sounds like that's a money maker.
Yeah. Yeah. I would do it.
Help me, Gabriel.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want a born to fuck shirt?
Are you talking to me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you wear that?
Yeah, of course.
Were you born to fuck?
Well, I don't know if I was born to, but I will now.
Georgie, what's your craziest sexual experience? Because I bet it's fucking weird.
My crazy, I
bet it's fucking weird.
Don't even are you making me try to think right now? You want me to try and think?
Try to think of it. I see it because just based on the videos, like how far you're willing to take shit, I bet you in the bedroom it's a whole nother level of chokery and thievery, like some sort of like leather, where it's not even like one of those zipper masks. It's just a cut over, like you cut out a piece of leather left over like a leather maker's shop and then just wore that over your face, like that type of weirdness.
Well, to put it to the other level, I was actually the famous virgin at school. I lost my virginity at 21.
Wow.
So I was I was the opposite of what you think I am. And I remember we had this conversation about me loving snakes, and you thought that I must be someone that's totally fucked up. I'm like, no, actually, I was the late bloomer of everything. And like, I've always been, I was the girl. Oh yeah. She doesn't know what she's doing. Oh, she's not gonna have sex. She's not gonna do this. I was the innocent one. So no, I'm completely the opposite of what you think I am.
Really? So why the python then?
Because I love reptiles.
And that's real? You love reptiles?
I genuinely love reptiles. Yeah, no, it's a true
Do
story.
you still have this python?
No, that's a tragic story that I don't feel like talking about right now.
Your python died. Forgive me. Like how is it tragic when a python dies? Like,
'Cause
did they
my-
get hit by a car?
No, my python was the love of my life. Literally, like that's why I have not loved anyone since.
What was the name of your python?
Slinky Sebastian Esquire II.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you had 3 names like a serial killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that all makes sense. Yeah. No, this is John Wilkes Booth. My John Wayne Gacy. This is so. How you got to tell us how? Because I'm always curious when a python dies, what the cause is.
So basically, Slinky was the love of my life.
Yep.
Slinky would sleep on my nose. That's how he'd sleep. He was.
So
the
he
most-
slept in the bed with you. If I'm
Yeah.
correct,
He was sleeping in
right?
the bed with me. He'd sleep on my nose. He was magical. And then I moved out to LA, and I was like, "Fuck!" Like I live in LA, but my love still lives in London. What am I gonna do? So my parents and I organized moving Slinky over here. We sorted everything out. We got all the paperwork sorted, and then there was a fire at the airport, and my Slinky died in the airport.
Holy shit!
Yeah, so it's really tragic.
God.
You should feel really
Jesus.
bad.
So
You should feel really bad about asking me about it because now I'm gonna cry.
I feel
and now you're
terrible.
gonna ruin everything about this podcast.
Did you sue the airport?
They want me they were like, "Oh, we'll give you this compensation." And I was like, "You're gonna give me that compensation for like the love of my life? Like nothing's gonna be enough." So no, I haven't sued them. No.
That is the most random
Wow.
freak accident.
It was it was really as tragic as it could come. Yeah, it was awful.
Fuck, I was not expecting to hear
No,
that.
I know, yeah. And I've been through some fucked up shit. Brandon knows that I've been through even worse, major worse fucked up shit since then. But like, yeah, that was really, really fucked up. And yeah,
Wow.
the airport, so yeah.
Fuck.
So yeah, what are you gonna say now, motherfucker?
Look, fires are no joke. I burned down somebody's house on a first date, 4-alarmer. The whole fucking thing came down, so I get it.
Are you serious?
Dead serious. It was in Beverly Hills here too.
Wait, what is this story? No, I gotta know. You can't just say that and then
Yeah,
nonchalant.
move on, make
and
your
then,
story better. Come on, love.
No. This is not a better story. Like first date, she was a paralegal. Like she was a lawyer, just started in LA, entertainment law. We go out to dinner, drinks, all the other shit, and like at the end of the night, it was you get fucked up and you're like, oh, you want to watch a movie? Let's pick up some shit from the grocery store. So we picked up like some sour Skittles and a fucking DiGiorno. Because it wasn't delivery. It was DiGiorno. The DiGiorno pizza. So it's about 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:30 in the morning. And I'm like, hey, let's pop that fucking DiGiorno in the oven. Let's get it on and cracking. She was like, great, oven's over there. Awesome. I'm going to use the restroom. I put this pizza in the oven. We go back out. We're sitting on the couch. We're watching a movie.
You didn't preheat.
I never preheat. Who preheats, Jared?
Pussies preheat.
Pussies only preheat. So I put this thing in, and maybe 2 to 3 minutes goes by, and I smell something burning. And I'm like, man, it has only been like 2 or 3 minutes. And I was like, fuck, maybe something else in the oven is burning off. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't my thing. I let 2 minutes go by. Again, plumes of smoke are coming out of the kitchen. I mean, fucking pouring out. And I'm like, oh my God. So I go in there, I walk into the kitchen, and the entire oven is on fucking fire. Oof. Like flames shooting out. Cabinets are now about to catch on fire. And I'm like, I'm looking around, wondering what I'm gonna do. I find a cup about this size.
Yeah.
I fill it all the way up with water in the sink because it's next to the stove, and I chuck it on there. And I mean, it doesn't make a fucking dent.
Oh, you fucked up.
Yes. So then, cabinets are on fire.
Brandon's really excited about this.
Cabinets are on fucking fire. And we're turning into a 4-alarmer now. And I'm like, oh my God. Everything is going off in the building. All the alarms are going off. Neighbors are out. Everything. This girl, I look at her and I go, look, grab your shit. Grab the most important things in your life right now because this fucking whole place is going up in flames. She grabs her shit. We get out in the streets and the building goes up. Her entire fucking place goes up. And the firefighter comes.
This is a really sad story.
Wait, this gets better. This gets better. So luckily, her unit was the only one that burned down. The rest of the building was saved magically. And it's like CSI where they drag out the stove, and the fire marshal or chief or whatever he's called was like, hey, I found the root of this fire. I know what this is. And he goes, who fucking put bamboo like plates in the that like a wicker shit that you put your plates on, on a table, like placemats. Who put the bamboo placemats in the bottom on the broiler? And she goes, I don't understand. What's a broiler? And he goes, what? And she goes, well, those are my bamboo plates. I was the one that put them in there, but it's a drawer. She thought that pull-out thing at the bottom of the stove was a fucking drawer. Oh my God. For things. She had put eight bamboo plates in there. That's what caught the whole goddamn building on fire. I don't know this girl. First date. She has nowhere to stay. She has to come back now to my house and fucking stay with me because her entire apartment burned to the fucking ground. And I was like, oh, no.
That's a hell of a first date.
Oh, yeah. I mean, nothing you could ever forget in a million years. And you're like, how do fucking fires start like that out of nowhere in the first place? And it's something dumb like that. Do you know how the fire started in the airport?
No, I didn't look into that. I was too hurt about it.
Yeah.
I didn't look into it. It was the worst phone call I've got of my life. So I didn't.
How old was your python?
He was only 5.
Oh, he's 5 years old. Okay.
Yeah, and they can live to like 35 or more. So it was literally the worst phone call. And he was the love of my life. I will never love again.
No, you won't. I can tell.
I'll never. No, fuck you.
I'm being genuine with you. Like, yes.
I can tell you'll never love again. Fuck you.
What about you, Brandon? Have you had a fucked up story?
Oh,
you ever burned down somebody's house?
Something that I've done that's fucked up?
Yeah.
Well, when I was a very young kid, my grandmother used to live in an apartment on the 8th floor, and so I would often, when she wasn't looking, I'd throw things out her window because that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a little fucked up because it was in a parking lot, and sometimes I would hit a car, and I got a thrill out of no one could ever know where this glass bottle came from. And, I would, and there was a school next door, so I was throwing glass bottles into in the playground and like smashing them on the slide. And So it was a thrill. Yeah, that's probably the most fucked up thing I've done. I'm really not a terrible person.
My thing is like when people tell you can't do shit or that it's super dangerous and shit's gonna get fucked up, like I do it. Like I remember going on a tour of the Empire State Building as a kid. When you get up there, they tell you not to throw coins off. Because they were like, the speed it's traveling will go down and go right through somebody's whole body. The first thing I did when I got up there was I took a nickel and just fucking... It was the very first thing I did. And I was like, oh, man. And then afterwards, like, you know, I didn't hear anybody fucking screaming. And I went down to the pavement because I was like, all right, if it hits somebody and it went through their body like they fucking told us, they'd be dead out there. There was no dead people out there. And then I was like, all right, well, if it didn't hit anyone... then if it's traveling that fast, wouldn't it just go straight through the fucking cement? And I didn't see a fucking hole in the cement, so like that story was bullshit.
So those people are still alive.
Yeah. They disproved that. I forget where I saw this, but yeah, like things can only fall so fast, and then it kind of levels out.
Velocity on a nickel isn't.
I already I planned my death of jumping off a building. So I haven't done it yet, but
that's what you want to do?
She hasn't done it yet.
Yeah, no, I planned it. Yeah, when I was like, you know what, I want to kill myself, I was like, I'm going to jump off a building in the most amazing outfit. Now I'm going to tell a photographer, oh, hang on a minute, we're going to do a shoot here. And then I'm going to just jump off this building looking amazing, and then he'll get the best shot ever.
You would fuck that person up.
Great.
And then that guy will like live forever. Yeah, I'm proud of him.
Yeah.
And I'll look great.
That's fucking... Well, you have to do it before you get super old.
Well, no, yeah, I'll do it in the next few years.
Oh,
Don't worry.
dude, let me know.
Are you trying to tell me that I'm
just-
old already?
No, but I'm
Like,
just saying, like,
I'm just
nobody
saying,
wants to see a 70-year-old grandma buck naked
even
spread.
Then, I look fucking good. In my outfit, I look fucking good, all right?
Yeah, but it's 70. It's like, dude, I don't want to
But
see
still, I look good, all right?
Gray Bush just fucking...
I wasn't going to do it naked. I was just going to do it in a great outfit.
Oh, all right. Well, I guess. I mean, wear a mask. Like a younger mask.
What is wrong with my face?
Get a mold of yourself.
What is this guy here?
I'm just saying,
him?
get a mold of
Just
your
say
face
it.
at a younger
Who invited
age,
him?
and then wear that mask. So if you want to die old, put on the old, like get a prosthetics,
no.
get a latex guy.
This is my story, not yours.
Well, no, I'm just telling you, if you want a better story, like, you know, you have
No,
a
I
couple
want my
directors
story,
here.
not your story.
Well, but I'm just telling you for looks. Like, it's going to be 5K at that point. Probably higher, 8K. It's going to see everything. I want to see you now, not then. You know? Just take my advice for it. We got a plaster head for somebody. It's only like 20 grand to put a head in plaster.
I'm not talking about money or K's. I'm just saying that I want to kill myself, and I would rather a cuddle than an advice. I'd rather you come over in here and give me a cuddle.
You came to
than
the
tell
wrong
me how
show
to
for a
do
cuddle.
it. That would
You came
be
to the
much
wrong
better.
show for a cuddle. Do you ever picture that? Like Jared, how you want to die? Like, what's your dream? What's your fucking dream to die?
No, I don't.
Really?
I don't want it to be on an airline.
In the air?
Miserable. No, and the miserable part about that is having to do it with all these people you don't know and all them losing their shit.
Oh,
like, that would be the worst. Like,
yeah.
Just shut up, please. Like, it's happening.
Don't worry, I'll probably kill you.
Yeah. I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will.
Oh.
I started thinking about it when my uncle was like a diehard like old school. He like old school rock bands. So him and my aunt, this is so dorky. They go on this. They go on. This is gonna sound so nerdy for them, but they're not. They go on these cruises, like, and they have these old rock bands now on cruises for the week. So you get to see another old rock band play every night. So they went to see this group Boston. Remember that group Boston? And the drummer. So they went on this cruise, saw the group Boston, and everything was rad. 2 weeks later, the drummer died on stage on that same cruise, playing in the mid song. Yeah. So he had a heart attack mid song on stage, and I was like, shit. At least he got to die on stage, but it was on a cruise ship. Like, is it worse to die on a cruise ship as an old band or like during the show? Like, I want to see. I'm a huge Stones fan. I think Keith Richards, the only way for him to die is on stage during like Satisfaction.
My first ever gig I went to was the Rolling Stones.
Was it really?
Yeah, 95. First gig I ever went to. I wore their giant, like, tie-dye shirt that I can still wear now, but I was 5 when I wore it.
I'm a
Going
huge
up
fan.
there.
Huge fan. They're going on tour in Europe coming up, but like I want to see him die like that. Me, I know. I already described you how I want to die. Obviously.
You have, yes, with a seatbelt in your. Well, I don't want to steal the thunder.
No. There's because I probably can't repeat that story.
It's quite descriptive, and I have to say, it's quite inspirational.
What about you? Have you thought about it?
How I would do it,
I don't know how you want to die. Yeah.
how I want to die, or how I'd off myself.
Both. So let's start with how you want to die.
Okay, how I want to die. I want to become old. I do want to become old. And I don't know. I hope I kind of I want to see it coming. I don't want it to be a total mystery of how I went, but I don't know, either something really really quick, like I'm in a bomb.
Oh, a bomb. Yeah, you want to be in like a terrorist situation.
Or
Like a terrorist attack.
I don't know. I mean,
I like that. That's quick.
Or like in my sleep, like, you know, or I'm heavily sedated with something wonderful, and am I tripping or am I dying? Oh, it's death. There I go.
Yeah.
You know? But now how would I? Okay, now how would I do it? I think we were talking earlier about a viral video of a woman who jumps off of a building, and as who described it, she explodes. Is that you?
Yeah.
Yep.
She explodes like a balloon.
Like a wet-
like a water balloon
Yes.
all over the
And that's
floor.
what the
Yeah.
sound was too. Like
Yeah,
you heard a splatter.
So here's the
Yeah.
thing. I don't think you can register shit when that's how you die. If that's how you die, I don't think your brain is registering any pain or anything. It sounds quite instant. So I think if I had to kill myself,
Yeah.
I would. How many floors was that? Do you think?
I think she was on like the 40th or something.
So
but
40th
I
at
think
least.
I think you need like 250, 300 feet of free fall to get you to terminal velocity.
Okay, well, just to be safe, I'll find some 40th floor in Los Angeles, and that
Yeah.
would be how.
Oh,
and
you
I-
Why
need
not
the
have
bank,
mine
the-
off your building as well.
Well,
Just so
you gotta get
US
higher
Bank.
because you're not gonna get
Just
that
go-
exploding effect.
Just go the U.S. Bank.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
to be safe.
Yeah, just to be safe.
The
Yeah.
U.S. Bank. Oh,
Yeah.
like in Grand Theft Auto. That's
Yeah.
a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's I think that would be
Yeah.
I think that'd be a great leaping point, so to speak.
Yeah.
But I would film a sketch around it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And have Gabriel ready for the edit.
Oh, he'll have to edit it because I will be dead.
I wanna strangle bait live on Jared's Facebook Live page. So that way it's like just another dude on your page. Just strangle baiting live on your page, and it's just like, oh my God, why did you give him access to this and let him do it? So you had to answer those questions the rest of your life. Like I want to affect someone else in a really, I just want to fight like in a really like weird way, or go on like what's that snuggle? It's for detergent that you
I know what you're talking
the softener.
with the bear.
Yeah, the softener.
yeah.
I want to go off of their Facebook page, like their Facebook Live page, where it's just like, oh my God, why did he do it on this page? Like, really leave somebody with a lot of questions of like, fuck, why did he choose the Bears page for the snuggle softener? Like, or like Pillsbury Doughboy.
something great.
Yeah. That's I think that I want to do something weird enough to where it leaves so many questions forever.
Memes would just generate from this
Oh,
happening.
it would be endless.
You'd
And like,
have to say a lot of weird shit too, opening it up.
oh yeah. I would want to read like a first chapter of like Little Red Riding Hood or something like some book to go along with. So people try to
And then pop
have
in
to
the
decode
Tanya
it.
Harding sex tape.
Yeah. Pop in
Like-
the Tanya, but that's on TV,
Yeah.
and that's when the strangulation starts. The Tanya Harding sex tape, and then all of a sudden it's that I'm holding that bear. I kick out the chair, obviously. You see my body, and then the bear's the last thing to drop. Like it just once that bear hits the ground, I've obviously died.
And then then you'll have a live pregnancy, a live birth in the background, and so when they try and remove it, you'll be like, it's a medical
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it can stay.
Or you do it during a live birth, like you hang yourself behind a live birth, like you hire a
going on.
surrogate.
Like
You hire a surrogate, impregnate her with your seed, so that way your
This one, I'll read this one.
your baby's being born. You hang yourself behind her. That way, it's your life ending and then another life creating.
Yeah,
And
but
it's
you
like,
also you make it like the Freddy Got Fingered birth scene where there are people chanting and banging a drum.
Which one was Freddy Got Fingered? Which one?
Freddy Got Fingered.
That's
I feel
Tom
like
Green.
Oh, Daddy, would you like some sausage?
Yes.
Oh, I love that. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
and
I
it was
know
a
exactly what you're
fantastic
talking about.
movie.
Such a good movie. I
Yeah.
forgot about
Freddie Got
that.
Fingered. It was great. It ruined his career though. That was it did.
Well, it was worth it. I love that movie.
Why?
After that movie, it got panned so bad that everybody was like, "Why did you guys let him make this? Why?" Like there were so many questions of why he did it, why it got made. Tom Green.
Tom Green.
Oh yeah, I love him.
Yeah, and so they were like,
good.
"You're all done here. Like you can pack up and go home." And
Pack it up.
he started a website and was doing shows live from his basement.
Oh.
And I think he's doing stand up now. He
Was
was
it
in
just
Vegas when we
too
were in Vegas.
grotesque for them, or did they just think it was different? Just
Like the studios were embarrassed by it, agents were embarrassed by it, and they thought he had taken it too far. Where it was just like, I like that type of shit where it's people doing
Right.
shit for like 30 seconds straight, but you know, because it wasn't that movie. Like, wasn't he saying like "finger it, Freddy, finger it, Freddy, finger it," Freddy," or like something like that for
Freddy
30?
Got Fingered.
Yeah,
Like, he
but like for
claimed-
30 seconds,
Yeah.
like something fucked up like
Not
that.
to mention, the movie's called Freddy Got Fingered. When
Yeah.
you really
I don't
sit
see
back
two
and
to the
think
Barons,
This
Freddy.
movie.
I don't see
Yeah.
to the Barons. Let's say number one son.
Is that the one with the loon?
Yes.
I want to hear the loon again.
Well, that's the song.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
the
and Freddie
Bum
got
Bum.
fingered.
Bum
No,
Bum.
the Bum Bum
Bum
song.
song.
Oh yeah,
Bum, 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 bum.
yeah.
That's not it.
That's definitely not it.
Not even close, Georgie.
Definitely not it.
Not even close.
Sing it.
You
sing it.
are like a double-decker London bus right now.
Who has crashed into a fucking building full of kids, like at a museum. They're all looking at beautiful artwork, and you've crashed into their fucking museum and ruined it. If you had the power, because you make a bunch of weird shit. If you had the power to make a weird fucking movie, like Freddy Got Fingered, what would you do?
Oh, well, I've always wanted to do a movie where my characters come to life and kill everyone on the planet, or like
Yeah.
destroy the world. That'd be a lot
That
of
would
fun.
be. They would have a lot of figuring out to do.
Well, yeah, and I don't know.
None of those characters are violent, though.
Oh, some of them can. They can be quite violent. Yeah, but even if they're not violent, it would
Eat
be
your mother's asshole.
asshole. Oh my god, those characters.
Like, could Sam be evil?
I don't think Sam could ever be evil. No, most of my characters are good now that I think about it. But I think
Is there anyone real you'd want to play
anyone
in
like
your life, like a biopic or something like that?
anyone that I personally know that I would want to that I would want to pick.
Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
I would want to do. I don't fuck. Who would I want to play Georgie? I think I would
Oh,
do a
God.
really good.
Boy,
The sober one or the one that you've met right now?
Well, I would do
both
all
are
the
equally the
Georgies.
same. Both are equally entertaining, Georgie.
I would portray.
Now I want to see the character Georgie come out of him.
Yeah.
He does it great.
Can you do her British accent?
I can do British in general fairly well.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Do you want to hear those?
Yeah.
Sir Ian McKellen, actually, I believe, once said this is one of the best British accents he's ever heard. Hold on. You have to talk like this, and this is how they're talking in Britain. Is that right, Georgie?
I think that's bloody good, love.
See? So it's all it's all about acting. It's about being a good actor. You got to take it seriously.
If you played Ian McKellen, that would be a great one.
Well, it's pretty much the same accent.
Yeah.
Pretty much doing that again.
It's that, but
He's gay. He's gay, right? Is he the
He's-
one that's
he's
gay?
gay,
Yeah.
and
If you did it like
got
hardcore
the
Sacha
gay.
Baron Cohen style, where it was just graphic sex scenes too, like really elevate that
You
movie.
haven't seen our evenings.
No. How crazy they get?
I was making jokes.
Oh, it's not real? Georgie, if you make it through the entire hour without blacking out, it's going to be a Christmas miracle. A Christmas fucking miracle.
a Christian's
Whose
miracle.
Christmas are we miracling?
This one's gone off the rails altogether, and I love it. I love it a lot.
Mummy, I hope you don't tune into this one, Mum.
Yeah. Hey, Georgie, who would you play?
Who would I play?
Yeah, biopic if you got to do anybody.
If I would love to be Michelle Pfeiffer in anything.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Really? Michelle Pfeiffer?
I love her.
You're a Pfeiffer fan?
I'm a Pfeiffer fan. Or I would love to be like Marilyn in anything.
Marilyn Monroe?
Yeah, of course.
Girls love her. What's the fascination with her?
Like, for one, obviously, like, she's the most beautiful woman anyone's ever seen. But she was completely underrated in her actual skills. If you watch the movies she was in, like...
Some Like It Hot?
She's fucking magical. Everything that she acts in, it's fucking real. Everyone thinks that she's just being hot. She's this beautiful girl, prancing around. No, she's skilled and she's amazing, and no one took her seriously. So I'd like to bring her skills to life.
All right.
Yeah.
That one I dig.
And I'm doing it. I'm doing 2 plays of Marilyn.
Are you really out here?
Yeah. In the next month.
Did you write it? Did you research her life?
No. For some reason, I've been cast as Marilyn for the next summer.
Oh, really? Do you have a script or anything? Is the script good?
Yeah.
Does it talk about her fucking JFK?
No. It's none of that stuff. It's just bringing her to life. It's not about like her
Sexcapades?
No, because that all that shit is fucking tragic, and it breaks my heart what she went through, and I think she was murdered. And then
Wow. That's a bold statement, yeah.
and it's true story. But I'm not a big enough advocate to say that, but yeah, so tough.
Yeah. Stop moving the microphone.
It's great.
Down this way. Georgie is checked the fuck out, dude.
That was it.
Oh.
Drop the mic.
Yeah, she's good to go for the rest of the. Yep. Just flashing people at the table and just saying, "Welcome to LA." That's Marilyn. That's Marilyn right there for you. That's exactly what Marilyn Monroe did. What about you, Heather? If you were an actor, who would you play?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
God, the most positive person on the planet. Every time.
Yeah, every fucking.
It's a
just
ray of sunshine.
A ray of fucking sunshine. Alcohol and broken dreams.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dimebag, would you play Dimebag?
Daryl?
Yeah.
Dimebag fucking do it. No.
There was a point where, like, your Instagram pictures, you would go and visit his grave.
Yeah.
Do you still do? Is he?
No, I did that like
Is it out here?
No, it's in Arlington, Texas.
Okay.
Yeah. Fuck. I don't even know who I'd.
Have you been to the Hollywood Cemetery?
Mm-mm.
Hollywood Forever Cemetery?
No.
Gray?
Sasha Grey. Oh, so I get told I look like Sasha Grey a lot.
Oh,
Sometimes-
yeah.
Sometimes Anne Hathaway.
No. Sasha Grey for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly Sasha Grey.
Yeah. That fits real
Doppelganger,
almost
yeah.
too well.
I mean, I don't think I can fit 7 dicks in my mouth, but other than that,
You never know until you try.
Right.
And that's
Well,
what my
we're
grandfather
gonna
always
try
said.
I mean, we can
you know?
try that one.
We're not trying.
Why aren't we trying that one?
Yeah, I don't understand why you can't try.
I mean,
Yeah.
What?
nothing.
What would be the stipulations? You'd let her try 7 dicks.
I don't think. How would you even like? How many dudes? Like, how would you get your dicks that close together for it to
no,
like?
there's no stipulation on that one.
Okay.
No, you can put 7 dicks together. It's like a bouquet of flowers. Like, it's hard to tie it at
There's
first.
a whole different conversation if she's craving 7 dicks in her mouth.
I'm not craving 7 dicks.
just-
in my- I'm just saying it's an experiment for like science. We got to do it for Bill Nye.
Yeah. What if Bill Nye
Or
was in the
Bill
room?
Nye.
Bill Nye was there watching
Yeah.
in a lab coat.
I could see you playing a good Bill Nye.
Oh, I think so. Maybe
should make a
I should
porn.
change
Why aren't we
my.
doing that
maybe
yet?
I
Yeah.
should change my biopic to Bill Nye. How does he talk? What is?
Bill Nye the Science Guy?
Yeah, he. Well, here's a beaker,
Yeah.
and here's some,
And a Bunsen burner.
and here's a hypothesis. That's as good as I got.
Well, Jared and I have decided like when we no longer give a fuck, like when everything's over with, we're gonna make an actual porn.
Really?
Yeah, that's like our
Oh, yeah.
end goal.
Well, we're talking about doing a whole website around it.
Yeah.
Wait,
like we charge
wait.
people. That's I'm dead.
Yeah.
No, we're dead serious.
So okay,
Like
when
it's gonna be like comedy sketches that break into
Yeah, we're gonna make
graphic
like
pornography.
what we do for Worst Couple on Earth. We're gonna make comedy sketches that turn into porn.
so
smile on my
man,
face.
same here. I have
Makes me
so
feel
many
like
questions.
Art isn't dead.
Well, yeah. What year is this gonna start and when?
You know,
Soon as-
2020, maybe 2021.
So it's coming up soon. That's 2 years away.
I mean,
We'll see.
as soon as we're not like, as soon as it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
when is that though?
Yeah. Well, when will it not matter though? I guess is my question.
know, I don't know, when we just exit or whatever when we're no longer like
To have to
running the businesses.
running a company. Yeah. All
No
right.
businesses. That's
Yeah.
gonna be the new business.
Yeah.
No fucking
Yeah.
way.
A pay-to-play Snapchat
Yeah.
and a website where you could watch comedy skits that break into.
'Cause
Hardcore
'cause
fucking.
Her getting
neither
banged.
one of us, if you think about it, neither one of us really give a shit about anything. So.
It's true. It's true. One of my Brandon, I don't know if you're
Yeah.
on the show, but one of my biggest guilty pleasures is watching like hardcore graphic gay movies, like Brokeback.
Oh yeah, those
Oh,
are.
yeah, I remember you loving.
I find no
We
bigger.
also we want to, maybe this year, maybe next year, we want to co-author a book called The Heterosexual Male's Guide to Homosexual Kama Sutra.
Yeah.
It's called Homo Yolo.
I
Homo
think
Yolo.
there's a bit. I think you're honing in on a major market. here.
An untapped market. if
every
you will.
chapter-
Yeah.
Untapped market.
Every
Yeah.
chapter is how many dudes. So, and then the final chapter is just called House Party, and it's 8 pages of supplies.
Well,
Yeah. You gotta.
tell you
You
what.
need a lot of tarp.
A lot of 4mm plastic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Painter's tape.
you got your first customer right here.
See, I'll pull up a diagram. I have something called the Big Dipper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You want to tell them about the Big Dipper?
Well, it's 7 guys.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, of
Yes.
course.
I would have to draw it. There's no.
It is the Big Dipper after
yeah,
all.
Yeah, it's.
Not a little difficult.
There's
No.
definitely a lot of things going on there, and it's in the shape of the Big Dipper, though. When it's all said and
Interesting.
done.
Well, that's a very distinct shape, and yeah, I can see it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you got a Big Dipper full of 7 dudes on top of each other, that's a lot of space. You're gonna need a big space for that.
I just what
What are the gaps filling?
what movie is that? When is it Wolf of Wall Street when he comes home and there's just tons of gay dudes banging in his apartment?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
like-
fucking all over his house.
we need
Yeah.
to play that joke on somebody.
I know.
Oh, just put up on. Oh, yeah, lots of gay men. Someone comes home and there's all this gay.
Yeah,
orgy.
yeah, just
Yeah.
going on in their living room.
I
That's a
think
beautiful joke.
on your site when you guys do this, I'll do one. I want to do like gay sex Airbnb. So you rent like a really nice house in like a residential neighborhood because you can see inside with the pictures with like kids' toys and all that other shit, and then you hire like 50 fucking gay dudes. Well, I mean, I like you want the family experience there. So like this family was renting their house for the week, and then you shoot just hard,
Is that
core,
legal?
50 dudes fucking and
that
all
legal?
over the house and different things, and then you leave them a really great review on Airbnb, and then you send the video out and
You
just
call
say,
it
hey,
the name of the film is the address of the.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
26F.
yeah, 26F, Denver, Colorado, like wherever you are, and it's like this is the Smith household.
I think yeah, that would be a very.
And that's your review because you can leave like a video review.
You could leave. Yeah, you can. Yeah, oh yeah. You could upload that, and really, I mean, who
Actually,
would be
to
the-
Yelp, you could Yelp things.
Oh my god!
You leave
Well,
Yelp
I gotta
reviews
tell
only
Brandon
as
about-
hardcore
so-
gay graphic
So
sex
we were in
scenes.
Austin, Texas, and we were eating at this brunch place, and I was still drunk from the night before, so I'm kind of on one, and the waiter comes by and is taking the drink order, and I was like, yeah, I'll take a Richard Nixon, and they're like, what is that? And I look at them like they're stupid, and I'm like, hot chocolate and mayonnaise. And they're like, we've never made a Richard Nixon.
Yeah.
I was like, but you have the best Richard Nixons in town. And he's like, all right, I'm going to go ask somebody. And he leaves. So while he was gone, I hit up Drinkin Bros Austin, which is close to 3,000 people in a group. And I go, everyone go to this restaurant on Yelp and say they have the best Richard Nixons in town. And in a matter of like 6 minutes, they had 70 reviews of Richard Nixon.
Of the Richard Nixon and how great the Richard Nixon is there.
when the guy came back,
Oh,
I showed him Yelp I was like, see, I'm telling you, you have the best Richard Nixons in town. And then he goes and gets the store manager, who's now like, what the hot chocolate and mayonnaise? Who's making these? And they were so confused. It's like that level of trolling is so much fun.
Oh, it's the best. Yeah, gay reviews, man. Hardcore graphic gay reviews for things like KFC. Like, how's that KFC on Beverly? And it's like, well, I'll show you how that KFC was. And it's just two guys fucking over a bucket of chicken inside the restroom of KFC and be like, man, I got a 2-piece for my family. I got a corn on the cob, some mashed potatoes to go, and I also got to fuck my boyfriend as hard as I could in the restroom. And it was super clean. They definitely earned the 97 rating they said on the outside. Like,
see, we've got our first one written. It involves a really shitty rubber snake, and like
This
getting
was your
dressed.
fucking idea. God,
I'm
damn
getting
it.
dressed after taking a shower, and this shitty rubber snake's on the bed, and we pretend like it bites my dick.
And I have to suck the poison
and then it's
out.
like we're just really concerned that I'm gonna die, so it's her trying to suck the poison out, and like it's just
my
really
God.
concerning. Like, hurry,
and then
get the
just,
poison,
and then it turns into a graphic porno.
She's got to save
And
his
then
life.
Yeah.
the poison's coming. The poison's coming.
I really want to do a Terminator one.
Oh, yeah.
Like, come on me if you want to live, or
Yes.
come in me if you want to live.
Oh fuck! Who's the
Isn't that great?
Terminator? You or her?
she would
You?
be.
Oh, no, am I not like Sarah
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Connor,
No, I would
Terminator?
definitely
How does
be
it? What's it?
Terminator.
Or, you're Kyle Reese, and
Yeah.
we're like running from the.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
But
whole
every- so-
the whole
Will you please
casting
play the
process.
Terminator?
Well, there's the whole casting thing we have to consider here. We have to make sure everything, has anyone cast you guys did something similar to, you had the sex experiment thing, right? Was that the same show? Was that this show?
Which one?
Oh,
The thing with the sex.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the two strangers having sex live on air. Yeah, so we had two
Yeah.
strangers who had never
That
met
wasn't
before.
casted. That was just listeners that volunteered.
Yeah,
They just people.
There was over 700 volunteers.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
700 men, 85 females.
yeah. So
Oh wow.
what we had was those two, came together, created magic, and fucked on a bed. Would you ever show your dick in a movie?
I don't know. I guess it depends on what the context of it was. Really, it'd probably be my own movie. It would probably be something that I was directing.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
know if I'd trust someone else's hands on my dick, being like, I trust them with whatever edit they're gonna cut together
Yeah,
with that.
sure.
Could we do CGI on it though?
Cause CGI. Oh, well,
Yeah,
I mean,
we could
CGI.
motion capture.
Oh my God, I know.
Yeah,
I know, give
I
it a
mean,
few extra feet.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm talking feet. Like it should drag.
Well, that'll get the ladies talking.
Yeah.
A couple extra feet of dick.
Not that this is surprising, obviously, after my graphic gay sex stories. But
I
I've
like that quote. This will get the ladies talking. With
Yeah.
a couple extra feet of
a
dick.
couple extra feet of dick.
We'll get someone talking.
Yeah.
They'll get me talking.
Did you see that film? Did you see the part? Did you see the part? Did you see the feet?
You saw those extra couple. That was at least an extra couple feet longer of normal dick size.
Yeah.
They don't measure it in inches anymore. They measure it in kilograms.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, see,
Kilometers.
Yeah, you got to.
I got 2.2 kilograms of dick.
Yeah. I put a lot
Oh.
of dicks in my movies
Yeah.
because I enjoy it. Like I find it so fucking funny and jarring because you never see a dick in theaters.
They're very
You
taboo.
can't have a hard dick.
Not a
No,
hard
you're
dick.
not allowed to
Isn't
have a
that
hard dick,
crazy?
yeah.
Why? What? That's a thing.
Yeah, that's
that
why
a
we
limp
couldn't get a
dick-
rating.
But isn't that crazy? Because I feel like if you're gonna look at a dick, wouldn't you at least want to stare at like a hard one? Like I feel
Yeah,
like a flaccid,
see? Why?
if one
am I
kind
the
of,
only one?
Yes.
We
if
finally-
one kind of
No.
dick type is going to be banned, why not the limp one? No one wants to see that.
A flaccid penis, man, just in full glory, like uninhibited, unabashed, unafraid.
Full bush.
Yeah, it's just fucking fantastic. Like it's just
Male
so
nudity.
fucking funny to me. It'll never get old.
You
to me.
wanted male nudity in Range 15.
We got it. Evan's
Well-
dick was out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted more,
You
obviously,
wanted
but
Jack to be front exposed.
yes, I wanted him to
What's
be.
the rule on buttholes? Can you show buttholes?
No, you can't show an asshole.
Oh
Jeez.
yeah,
Yeah,
that would be.
You can show an ass, but the cheeks can't be spread.
So you can't see the orifice.
No,
You just the
yeah,
crack
yeah,
is
yeah,
fine.
yeah,
but-
yeah,
There's
yeah.
no rules though because everything that I put on Instagram they report anyway.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, Georgie, like you're out of your fucking mind. So it's like how you even have an Instagram account still is really beyond me at this point. But yeah, I would like to see more dicks in films. Just bigger.
No, I think we're
most
going the
people
opposite
agree.
way.
I feel like most people agree with you. Yeah, we are going the
You
opposite
can't even
way.
probably ask for nudity in a film anymore without it being harassment.
No, but I in every movie I've
That's
cast
true.
that involves nudity, you have to do this thing called a body check.
For what? For like
For nudity. So like I needed a topless chick for Pool Boy who would tear. Oh, this is awful. She'd tear, like the character had terrible fake breasts, and that was part of the joke.
Oh yeah.
But I can't cast that just by them walking in. So like the casting director's like, hey, for the body check thing, and I was like, oh, what's that? And they were like, whoa, look, they're gonna pop the hood in front of you. You get to check out all the tits, and it was like all my friends were like, I'll go to that. But I took a girl instead. Alana came with me, and so there was 8 girls who got called back, and they each had to come in and just literally just take off their top.
For bad boob jobs.
Well, they didn't know they were there for bad boob jobs.
Oh, that hurts when you see the cut.
So that was the thing. And the girl who was the best actress out of the group had the most. She had a perfect pair of tits, and like I was just like, sorry, you can't do this movie. Yeah, but the one who had terrible, like she was in, and it was just like, and we never told her. So to this day, she doesn't know. That's why she got cast. But
well, win-win.
Yeah.
Everyone's happy.
But a dick check. Like I've never been involved in a dick check where it's just like, hey man, because like if you're going, like if somebody's portraying your penis on screen, I would want to pick the person who's doing that. Tom Cruise got to pick his ass double.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. You don't think about that. I never thought about that. If I had to pick my dick double, I would want to be in the room to at least know what's being decided on.
Yeah, because
I don't want to see the cut and be like, hey, that penis is definitely. I don't like that shape.
Yeah.
Like,
Why'd you cast a redhead?
Oh, that one's
That
one's curvy.
Cast one of those portobello types.
Why? Yeah. Why? Who got the firebush in here?
Oh,
that doesn't
God.
make any fucking sense to me.
A firebush. Yeah.
Have you ever dated a redhead, Heather?
No, I haven't really dated that many people. I've only had like 3 real boyfriends.
Would you ever date Carrot Top?
No.
Okay.
No. Well, my thing is humor. That's my my
Carrot
big-
Top's hilarious.
I don't know about
Shut
that.
up.
He just brings a box full of fucking treasures. and
No.
then
Well,
that's it.
my celebrity crush has got to be like Andy Samberg.
That's your celebrity crush?
Hmm. Love him.
Fuck, that's weird.
I like Danny McBride for a minute, and then also I like Bruce Campbell just because of Army of Darkness, Evil Dead. But
Bruce Campbell.
I love him.
He's like what, in his 60s?
He's pretty old. I'd still.
The
fuck
fact that he could still have sex with
Yeah.
you, like God, that would make him so happy if he heard that.
Or maybe he's listening to this right now.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Campbell.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's my boyfriend right there. So maybe.
Well,
Can he be one of the 7
would
dicks?
you let her
or-
fuck Bruce Campbell?
If she asked, I guess.
Well, if that's her celebrity bang pass, you
Yeah.
have to.
He doesn't really. I mean, I don't know. When I think about shit like
Campbell.
that, I want to like cut a bitch.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Who's the celebrity you want to fucking bone?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't know. I really don't have.
A type?
Yeah. People ask me this all the time, and I don't think I have a consistent answer. God,
Christina Ricci when she was 13? I'm kidding.
God.
Britney Spears.
Ooh, Selma Hayek too. That's mine. Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Her in fucking From Dusk Till Dawn. Holy shit.
I know that was the best. Have you hooked up with a girl?
A few. We talked about this, Ross. Remember in the last
Oh, we
podcast?
did.
My mom listened to that podcast,
And
and of
cried.
all of the fucked up shit that I'm talking about fucking girls. I'm talking about dating rock stars. I'm talking about all this fucked up shit. She's like, there was like maybe just don't like tell people your personal business. I was like, all right.
All right. Brandon, there's got to be somebody you want to, like a celebrity you want to share a screw with.
I don't know.
Hey, share a screw. Share a screw together.
Who would you pit me for?
Do you know who B. Arthur was from Golden Girls?
Oh my god.
I'm kidding. I picture you for somebody like quirky, like Elizabeth Moss in like Handmaid's Tale.
Well, I'm gay, right?
Are you really?
I am.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
so all right. So
I mean, unless she has a dick. Maybe.
yeah.
I mean, you were closer with B. Arthur.
So let's switch it then to dudes. All right, now this changes my perspective. All right, who would Brandon fuck as a dude?
Butler.
No, I think it would have to be somebody's. What? No, are you would fuck?
No, wait, no. Go ahead. Somebody what?
You'd fuck Gerard Butler?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't want. If you're listening to this, Gerard,
G Butts. He goes by G Butts.
G Butts. I'm sorry, not your butts.
Yeah, not your butts, but G Butts. All right, so let me. If you're gay, all right, since you're gay, let's see if.
If I am.
Yeah. You definitely
Are you
gay.
gonna try and get
The jury's still
someone
out.
to come out straight now? You got somebody to come out gay this morning on the show.
You know,
Yeah, I did. Somebody came out on a show earlier today.
Really?
Yeah,
Was
on
it
the
a gay
show.
or a lesbian one?
Gay guy. Yeah.
Wow.
Gay guy.
You know, there's a rainbow somewhere. That's sweet. Who was it? Who was it that came out?
He was the guy on Vet TV. I forget his name.
I mean, there was a bunch of dudes cuddling on the couch and stuff.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, and I was
Wow.
like, hey, and I saw them kiss in the kitchen, and I was like, hey, you're gay, right? And he was like, he literally looks at me and he goes, what? No, and I was like, he's like, well, not now, and I was like, when would you be gay? Like, at what point would you be gay? And he's like, I don't know, maybe in the future sometime. Like, he goes, I really haven't thought about it. I was like, well, obviously you have. If you're talking about in the future, you might go gay.
Right. You don't plan this switch up. If you
No.
already happened.
No, I picture you with somebody smart.
Thank you. Thank
yes,
you.
somebody intelligent, like a classy actor. I like maybe somebody British, like
Ooh.
yeah, like who's the guy?
Thor.
No,
Oh, he's Australian, I think.
that's too aggressive, right?
He's a little brutish.
Yeah.
He's
Who's the guy? Hugh. He's always shocked and surprised by things.
Hugh Jackman?
Hugh Notting Hill. Notting Hill. Who? Yeah, Hugh Grant. I could see
Grant,
with somebody
Hugh
like
Grant.
Hugh Grant.
Okay. Maybe long term. Yeah.
Do you get hit on a lot?
Do I get hit on?
Yeah.
I do always by women though.
Oh,
and,
really?
Yeah. I get hit on quite a bit by women, but rarely by guys.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never really been hit on by a guy either.
It's just I think I just whatever I emit is just it says I want pussy.
I
give no fucks.
Is there? Let me ask you this: as a gay guy, is there like turning straight guys gay? That's a thing, right?
Well, I don't believe there's any such thing as turning one gay. I mean, it's like there's straight guys who have who are probably curious, and it's like, I think there's that thrill of tapping into that curiousness. I don't think there's any kind of intention or expectation to turn someone, and if there is, you got to be a little delusional because you can't. It's like turning a gay guy straight. Every gay
or just making a guy gay for the night.
Well, no, that just happened to one of our friends. We found out he's engaged to a woman.
Here's the thing.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Like,
yeah.
Out of nowhere. Like,
Yeah.
he's been like,
If a guy's
yeah.
going gay for a night, he was gay to begin with. Like it's like just that night he chose to take off the filter. I don't think that there's any such. I mean, I don't know. I mean, everyone's so shocking these days. Everyone does everything.
it's a sphere of sexuality now.
Everyone's just boning doorknobs and this and that. I can't keep up with it. I thought it was hip to come out as gay a few years ago, and now it's like, oh, you're coming out as gay. That's like what everyone's doing that now. You need to at least come out with like XYZ to be like, for instance, I came out to my family, and then a few years later, my step brother came out as trans, and my stepsister now, and I was like, oh, fuck you.
I've always wondered how crazy, like I've said this before on the show, like there has to be a situation where someone went home to their parents with their boyfriend to come out to their parents and was nervous about it, and then their dad stole their boyfriend.
Yeah.
That's a little bit more likely. Yeah.
What if you walked in on your dad fucking your boyfriend? Like, how upset would you be?
Well, see, the thing is, I would feel fine because I know, okay, because my dad is just like, my thing is like, I don't get upset because I've been cheated on in the past, but it's never been with someone who I think is more attractive than me, and for some odd reason, I'm not as upset as I feel like I should be. And so it's like I feel like I wouldn't be upset
At your dad?
Like, yeah,
Just more
it's
disappointed?
I would just be like, oh, well, this is an unfortunate turn. Gotta find a new boyfriend. Oh, well. And like, that's pretty much how it goes.
I'm curious about that though. Like, what was that reveal like? Like, were you pestering to find out, or did you already know and then you were like, just admit it, asshole?
With my stepbrother, or
no, like getting cheated on.
Oh, yeah. It's different every time. I mean, eventually it's just, eventually it's like the cat's out of the bag, but it's too late because you already knew it the whole time. And he it's the same as every cheating story. There's never any good breaking point of finding out. You either find out all at once, or it's a slow, rough crash and burn until it's all confirmed. But.
That's fucking crazy. What is there any celebrity that you turned gay, like you wish was gay, who's definitely straight?
I think probably either the Franco brothers.
All right. I think James would be down for a night.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I one would wish, but I don't put my money on that.
I think if you guys were doing some psychedelics, got together, and it was
The
for
heat
a role.
was on.
Yeah. Like if it was for a role where he was just like, I've got to go gay in this. I need to experience it. I think he would.
Well, there's no better
you
way
would.
to experience homosexuality than with me and psychedelics. So
He comes out in character.
right.
You're like, ah!
There's this thing on YouTube called Smash or Pass, where people do this celebrity thing where they go, and they pull up different celebrities, Smash or Pass.
Yep.
And I forget that I'm a big YouTuber, that I'm in these things. And so I just Googled Brandon Rogers Smash or Pass, and I watched a handful of these videos of people deciding whether or not they would want to have sex with me. And
did they say yes?
It crushes. Well, most of them said yes, but it does crush your ego when people, especially ones you'd assume, they're gonna say yes. Let's hear this person why they want to have sex with me. Ugh. And then they say no, and then they have to explain why. Because. And then you hear why this stranger does not want to have intercourse with you, and it's like a weird blow to your ego.
Oh God, no! I get that.
It's a blow
because
to
if
your
you had to
ego,
listen
We
to
need
somebody,
to start this. We need to.
Tear
Drinkin'
your-
Bros need to make the Smash or Pass Drinkin' Bros rule.
boy, if you had to hear somebody tear your whole fucking shit apart like that, that would be fucking awful.
It's weird, but then some of the ones that said yes, they would want to smash me. It was weird hearing their explanation of why. Because they think, he's good at role playing because he could play all these characters, so he probably does this a bit. And it's just, to anyone listening, I have the most normal intercourse, the most normal sex, and everyone thinks I have all these weird kinks because I play roles, I have costumes.
Yeah.
Oh, he must be super, into this and that. And it's just that they have the wild. I told you the other day, there's fan fictions of people who assume what it's like to. And it's crazy. These are like 14, 15-year-old girls, and they're just like
that young.
A lot of them are really young, and it's scary because you see on Instagram the things they say.
Oh God!
And it's sit on my face, daddy. Da 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 da. And like, you are children. Don't say these things.
Wow,
that's bad.
That is fucking insane, man.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's insane. It is.
Jared, in our group, you have the surprising support from everybody. Like everybody wants to fuck you.
I don't know. Why.
Yeah, but that's what we hear.
But they always think it's
own
the
it.
funny. They think it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, well, and it's not. It's not, is it, Jared? Two pump Johnny no quiver. It's I'm achieving. I'm maximizing all of my goals. That's what it is. That's what it is right there. But people, it's the comedy thing, the comedy element of like, it'd be funny. We could eat Hot Pockets later. Like that. That's what we hear about Jared. Because I think girls want something comfortable and then they want to eat afterwards. So I think that's why.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the eating afterward is important. I have to ask, you guys are all sipping from these water these things.
Have you had this
What is
hydrogen water?
And if this is something you have to plug, I've just worked in a natural way.
It's not.
Oh, okay.
But
Well,
we
fuck
can
these
because
guys.
they donated them to us for the week. So yeah, it's called
H
H
factor,
factor.
hydrogen infused water.
What you do is you
What is-
fucking pound it all at once, right? And It's incredible. But you have to drink it all at the same time, and it gives you like this natural high. I thought they were full of shit, so they brought this over to the house, and I was like, "Fuck you." I pounded one, and I was like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah, especially being hungover.
I feel like a better human because of
Oh
this.
my god, I have to try one. If you guys, do you have it?
Yes.
Yeah, we got a
yes.
shit ton.
Oh
in
my
there.
god. Oh yeah, to get no, I'll get one as I.
Yeah, this hydrogen infused water, and I was
Oh,
like,
it
"How
looks
much
so
do these
interesting.
retail for?" And he said like, what, $3 or $4 or something like that.
Oh,
I was
not
like,
bad.
I guess, but they go down so fast that you're
wow.
like, it's like having a shot of something.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, it opens
So
blood
excited.
flow
Oh,
up or something like that. Something with your
something fucking
yeah.
crazy.
Some doctor would know better than us.
Yeah, what happened to Georgie? She's just
She literally
is
just
she
left.
Gone?
No, she went out the door with all of her shit.
Yeah, I think she got picked back up.
Oh.
I mean, she was
She was
sheets.
trashed.
She was sheets in.
yeah.
Yeah, when she
She
got
said
here.
she told me.
Yeah.
She warned me.
She said, "Hey, I'm."
She's like,
super fucked
I'm
up."
drunk.
Where did she go like in the world tonight like that? You know.
She's a wild creature. Those do go down very quickly. She's wild. She's untamed. She lives a very very free life. I can't. I'm one of her closest friends, and I have the hardest time keeping up with her.
That's fucking hilarious,
No,
man.
yeah, no. She's just always got somewhere to go, somewhere to be, and
And you never know where it is. Like where?
No, never.
Where,
And
where are you
so-
going?
If I'm ever bored, I'll just hit her up, and I know that anywhere she goes, I'm welcome to come with her. And
Yeah,
so
I'm
it's
sorry we
just-
missed you guys last night. I was fucking
Oh,
done.
no worries.
I was done. They ended up showing up at about 1.
So for those of you guys, who
Oh,
don't-
That was
Fuck.
hours after I
Yeah,
was.
Jared
like-
was black. He was blackout. He was gone last night.
yeah, I eventually got there. Was it Wayne's Jim Johnny? What is the name of the place? Johnny Wayne? It's not Johnny Wayne's. What is it?
something Wayne's normal parlor or something like that.
It's Davy Wayne's. Davy
Yeah, the
Wayne's.
bar we were at. Yeah.
Yeah, that place. I love that place. It feels like a house party.
Well,
And,
you know why? It used to be a duplex,
Yeah. They renovated it into
a bar,
some-
and
yeah.
it's like because that gym was my gym,
Yeah.
and so I worked right across the street there. And it used to be a duplex, and then one of the duplexes opened, and they were just serving like cans of beer. So, but it was like, very free, loose, like
Right,
whatever.
right.
You can walk in there, have a beer, get like a weird supplements, and now it's a full-fledged fucking bar.
Yeah.
When I left last night, there was like 100 people in line. So
Yeah. Well, we luckily Georgie knows the DJ.
oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So we just got right in.
She knows
and,
everybody, doesn't she? She looks like one of those girls who knows everybody at every
She-
bar, party, everything. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she knows everyone, and if she doesn't, she makes it a point to know that person very quickly. Yeah. No, she's just someone who's good to just have around because she has gotten me into so many crazy events just by knowing people who are in them.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's really
Listen,
fucking
we
funny.
need to. I hope you know the extensive of editing that him and I have done for years. Like
Oh yeah.
we are both editors for film.
Yeah.
So we just want to be on that inside tech circle when you're asking about a video. Like, hey, what do you
Alright.
guys think of this?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get on the up and up game where he's like, what do you think of this cut? So I get to see it first.
Do you proof any videos with friends?
Yeah, if it's people who are at my apartment, luckily I live in an apartment building, and many of the tenants in there are close friends of mine, and so what I'll do is if I'm at the end of, if I have the time, if I'm not on a crunch to upload it, I'll invite some of them over, and I'll just be like, would you guys mind, they'll come over, I'll smoke them all out, and we'll just have a drink, and then we'll watch the cut, and so yeah, I'll screen it to like people who. My neighbors and whatnot.
That's
and,
fucking great.
yeah, it's fun. It's we have a lot of fun doing them, and and Gabriel, my camera guy over there, he watches me edit, and it's really fun. It's even though he's just sitting by watching, it does help in a sense because it's like an extra set of eyes, and he doesn't get in the way of it feels he sees what I'm doing and kind of comment on it and help it. But
How often do you watch tutorials?
only when I specifically have a need that I need to like if I specifically need to figure out how to do this.
Because I went back last year, and a guy I know like through the community, he used to be a camera guy for Devin Supertramp, the Devin Supertramp YouTube channel, and then he started a site called Full Time Filmmaker, where it's a very well organized list of courses. I mean, I knew like editing wise, I was to his level, if not further, because I'm a big motion graphics animation type thing, and a lot of editors don't get into that. But I decided to pay for the course and took it, and actually came out of there learning huge things that I never would have thought of just seeing somebody else do it.
Wow.
And it was like, oh, wow, that is actually a
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it is kind of fun watching someone else edit, especially if they know what they're doing. I had a show, Magic Funhouse, with the full screen, and the guy who edited that, I just sat and watched him. He's faster than I'm a pretty fast editor. This guy is like twice as fast as me, and I'm just sitting there hypnotized by how he's just, it's like playing an instrument. Just weaving these scenes together and stitching this and that, and it's just so mesmerizing to watch someone who knows what they're doing when they're editing.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. I've always seen those things on Facebook and Instagram pop up for masterclass.
Oh yeah. I've taken one of them.
Which one did you take?
I took David Mamet's dramatic
screenwriting
class, and that was very lucrative. It was just I absorbed so much from it because I fell in love with creative writing because of a class I took in high school. And I was in high school. It was a class that helped me get in there. So I figured, when I saw this master class, I figured, well, if a class got me in love with creative writing, then surely a class must, deepen my or strengthen my ability to write creatively. So I took that. He had made some great points that I never even considered when it comes to crafting a 3-act masterpiece with a hero or hero's journey. And I highly recommend it.
That's awesome. Yeah, because I see, who just dropped one was Adam Carolla. How to be a better podcaster.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
There's a podcasting convention this summer. I was thinking about we should go. I mean, I really wanted to sign us up to be speakers because there's a lot of things we're doing nobody else is doing that we could teach, or we keep it a secret.
Keep it a secret.
Yeah.
Don't let the world in.
Yeah.
Don't let them know. You can't let them know.
But you and Gabriel have been doing this together for how long? Like, because he's been around for a while with you.
Yeah, Gabe. My channel was kind of in a dud zone for very many years, and
how many years?
About 10 years, and I was working at a law firm, and that's where Gabriel and I met him. He and I were both working there, and we wanted to make some. I brought him on to shoot some videos for the channel, and we didn't really take it as seriously, anywhere near as seriously as we take it now. But they were fun sketches, and they took off, and we both quit after 6 months later. We both quit the firm and moved on to him. But what was the question?
How long?
How long? Yeah. So since then, it's been about 2 years since we both quit, almost on the dot. About 2 years that we've been doing this as
full-time only job. Yeah.
And it's nice to wake up. It's nice to fill my tank knowing my art paid for this. It's nice to know like I can go and get food knowing that like art made this. Not I slaved at an office for 8 hours a day. I got my munchies. I got my rent. It's like, no, I'm paying and living off of something that is fun to do.
That's the thing that I'm always proudest of is like I look around when I walk out of my house or my car or whatever it is, and you see people throughout your day, but I'm probably the only one that I see that is making a living off of art and comedy, and that's it. Everybody else is going to whatever job they hate, and and when you go to dinner parties, especially with having kids, because your kids play together and you meet a lot of parents and all that shit, you hear their stories of what they do and how much they hate their jobs.
Oh yeah.
And you're just like, oh shit,
and what do you respond
to do that?
Anything you respond with is immediately you're an asshole.
Yes.
Anything you respond with, you're a shithead.
I know.
Because they know that you're not going to complain about you love your job
ever. And it's
so,
like
when I go to parties and I hear people, oh my God, it was a terrible day at the office. And I was stressing about the kid. And I'm just like, yeah, I had a terrible. I got the take wrong 3 times, and then I got really high after the shoot, and then I had to sign some autographs, and it's like it is weird because I'm living a life now that I really can't talk about just in conversation with people.
Yeah.
It's not something you talk about how your day was feeling, and then because immediately odds are their day was probably worse.
Yeah.
And
the other thing too that I wonder is because of how fucking absurd your videos are, if people are like, that guy makes that kind of money off of these fucked up videos.
Yeah.
Because people would look at my movies and be like, dude, I don't like the normal person is just like, I don't get it, man. Like that was really fucked up what you did. Like, and they don't understand that it's like
when I say, yeah, I've been in some movies, and they go, really, which ones? Helen Keller versus Night Wolves?
Yeah. And they're like, what? Why?
Amazing.
And because like the catchphrase for that movie, they have the one-liner that's always on the poster. It was she's a natural born Keller.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Are there any YouTubers that have reached out to you to try and collaborate? Which ones you like? Which one you turn down?
Yeah. Recently, actually, for the longest time, no one was reaching out to work with me.
Really?
And recently, I've been getting a lot of people, big names on YouTube, who've been kind of poking around and saying, "Hey, if you want to work with." In fact, within the next couple weeks, I'm shooting something with John Cozart, who hosted the Streamies this last year. But I've been talking to a few people, and just who are interested in doing. Sketches, and I thought, with YouTube, with the vlog generation nowadays, I've kind of felt like sketches were going out, and that it would be harder to find bigger names who'd want to do them. But slowly, people have been. So hopefully this year, I'll work with, because I really don't collab with people.
Yeah.
And so I'm hoping this year to change that.
Well, sometimes that gets hard, like
Yeah.
You have your ideas, and you don't want.
Right.
You credit those to what you guys built.
I'm that way. I don't want to do
somebody-
other people's shit, like unless I fucking write it or have a rewrite in it or get to edit it.
Right.
I just don't, because it never works out. Like, it's rare that you find somebody on the same page as you comedically, where it's like, I've rewritten a million scripts for people, but it's me alone. I turn it in. I got paid for it.
Right.
Like, yeah, they can fuck it up later, but they're not in the room with me that night, that week, or however long this shit takes.
Right.
The people I have tried to sit down with in a room, it's a fucking disaster. It's just
that
a fucking,
can be,
because people don't get it. Some people don't get it, or like they'll tell you their idea of funny, and it never matches up with what I think it is.
I have in the last couple years, I have had to work with a lot of writers. Actually, I've had to collaborate with quite a lot of writers on various projects, and there are a lot of people. I mean, creative differences can stack up really quickly, and
it ruins friendships too. Like
If you don't know how to work that way.
right,
Like Matt and I go back and forth a lot during an edit, but I also am not married to anything that we do.
I'm not either. Like,
So-
I think you can always improve something or change
I
it.
did
I'm
the
not.
first rough cut of the most recent music video. I laid it out and sent him the first pass, and then he was very reserved in saying, "Hey, do you care if I just start this over?" I'm like, "No," because it gave him ideas. It showed him what shots we had, but when he went through on his first pass, his was smoother and better. And I was like, "No, this is better. Now give it to me. I'll color it.
Right.
Now I'll give it back to you. You put in the final sound effects and things like that. Then he goes back to me, and I do all of our titling and motion graphics and end slate and beginning slate and all that stuff.
Gotcha.
So we just go back and forth, but it's not you changed my shot. Like,
that's good. That's good that it's
like
not that
it's been happening. It's honestly the last few videos he's been doing that. Like, he sent one cut to Dave, said, "Hey, cut this video how you see it," and then he did his. But when he got Dave's, he had a shot in there and a cut that he didn't think about. He's like, "Oh, I'm using this." Like,
Right.
yeah.
yeah.
That can
So it's
happen.
been making it better, like pinning all of us against each other in this edit race, but everybody comes out with their own little signature out of it. And
Yeah,
it makes
you
the
can take
best
different
video.
cuts, and I can see that.
Because we have a very, like, our content department is super elaborate. I mean,
Right.
you have these evergreen videos and like and content that Richard, Ryan, and other people in the company are shooting that are like coffee how-tos. Go ahead, Gabriel, you're fine. like coffee how-tos, like how to use an AeroPress and stuff like that. Then you have the stuff we do for the podcast, which like when we come up with super fucked up ideas, we keep those for the because this brand can have really fucked up shit and it's funny and that's fine. Yeah. But like this coffee specific commercials are one whole lane, and generally those are all of us working together on whatever the next big comedy coffee commercial is.
Gotcha. I there was one person that I try to do a collab. Usually when I try to collaborate with people, like the friendships end for good. There was one person I looked up to. I hired based on their previous work that I liked, and I met them and partied with them in real life, and I was just like, "Oh, this guy's fucking rad. This is gonna be a great experience. This is gonna be awesome." Right. And I ended up choking him out on the shoot on the movie itself.
God.
Yeah, and I just said, "Hey, man." I don't give a baker's fuck what you think about this anymore. And that's the only time I've ever done that on a shoot.
Yeah.
Like after that, I was like, I'm done collaborating with people. I think it gets intense, man, when you guys disagree on shit, and especially comedy, like the way you push it, because I push it hard too, and it's like, hey, let's take it further. I don't need somebody else saying, I think you should probably ease back on that.
I want to act with Sam and Tank Thrust this year. Those are the two I want to have. Like, I really want to put his character on Launch Code, but he bullshits the whole thing. Like, as the CEO.
Gives a fake interview as the CEO.
A full
you could drop that episode and no one would know, I think. Yeah.
Like, I would love to be here.
Like if you were the CEO of like a reverse,
well, what is
a water company that had no oxygen in it?
What is her background? Like what is the fictitious company that she's
kind of in charge of everything in the universe of my videos that has a corporate entity above it is ran by her. She kind of she herself is the satirical figure of corporate greed. Like, you know, every character I play is like a satire on a type of person we all know,
on a genre.
Right. She's the satire of just, you know, the man, you know, she's the satire of like, you know, just the conservative, greedy, you know, corporate. And so I guess she really has no generic or specific.
Well, no, I mean the magazine cover in the the Valentine's one kind of shows that she does run everything.
Yeah,
because she's on like the cover of Billionaire magazine or something like that.
Yeah. She's she donates. What is it? The babies. So my generosity is hitting the fan. It's on a billboard, and it's like a picture of her holding a baby
into the ceiling
a ceiling fan.
She donates money to something that takes Chinese children out of bad homes and puts them in good homes in Kenya.
No, she's one of those.
I love, dude, the car wash thing. That was fucking funny. He had the window down in the car wash, wearing a dress with his ass out of the. This doesn't feel.
We drove through a real car wash with the window down. That happened. And
he's hanging his ass.
I'm hanging my ass. I forget. I honestly forget the context of a lot of these scenes, but I do remember.
This was Valentine's Day.
It was the Valentine's Day episode. But why was I hanging the ass?
Because
I said I honestly don't remember. But I did have my ass hanging out this window, and the bristles are just slapping my hole.
Because you immediately ask your driver to like perform fellatio on you.
Oh yeah.
But then you're like, you're horrible at this, and then you're hanging your ass out of the window at a car wash.
She's getting her taint licked by the wash bristles. Oh God, yeah. I love. You know what I love? I look at my videos like Bob Ross paintings because he's so into the concept of it's your own world, anything can happen. Like really, anything can happen. I love creating characters that are so.
Think of these trees over here.
It's like what do you think of this corporate woman? Well, I think I'm gonna talk about her pussy and like make her do all these terrible things and shit and piss. Because I can't, because it's my
the one
world.
thing I can't buy.
The one thing I can't buy. Oh yeah, so
love.
Yeah, no, she's She's great. I modeled her voice a little bit after Lindsay Nagel from The Simpsons. I don't know if you ever watched The Simpsons.
Yeah.
There's that corporate woman with the short hair who's, hi, hello.
No, that is it.
So that's kind of the voice that I sort of adopt for Bryce.
I love her pacing though.
Like
the pacing that character does with the little snide remarks.
Oh yeah, she's a fun character. Well, my dad is very, very corporate. I grew up. He's always been, as far as I can remember, an executive. Just he always has that corporate garb when he talks, and you hear it's like move my 3 o'clock to 4 and my 5 o'clock to 6 and put my lunch on break and this and it's just like. And as a child, I was always baffled at how corporate people speak to each other.
Right.
It's almost like robotic. There's no personality there. And I thought there needs to be a character who just that's all they know how to speak is this like fakely positive, vibe where you move my 5 to 6 and move, I'm feeling charitable and so that's sort of where she slithered.
What's
from.
your assistant's name?
Oh, Donovan.
Donovan.
I just figured that's a fun name to say in that voice. It just rolls off the tongue quite easily. Donovan, service me.
Well, dude, this was an awesome show. I think since Georgie had such a traumatic experience with this snake that we should make her snake the drinking bro of the week. Slinky.
Slinky.
I didn't get to ask this question because she was horrifically trash. How does one sleep with a python in bed every night with the snout against your face? How does it like a python?
After 5 years, I guess you just get used to it.
I.
But wouldn't the python try to fucking choke you? You ever put your arm around a python?
Yeah.
I have not had it not squeeze the shit out of me.
The snakes that have grown up with people, they act differently. Like there's a girl on YouTube you could look. She's like 10 years old. She has a golden boa, like the giant yellow one.
Yeah.
And that thing never curls around her. It just sits on her.
Creepy.
But I can see what you mean. But like I would be terrified waking up when it's too, because you would wake up.
Oh yeah.
And it would be too late.
Too late.
Yeah.
It'd be too fucking late, and that thing's wrapped around your neck.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, cool. I wasn't gonna bring that up after how emotional she was. Nobody loses a fucking snake in a house fire, but
in an airport fire.
In an airport fire.
Yeah. The odds of that.
That is
Jesus Christ.
No.
Imagine getting that call.
Oh,
Imagine the fire department. Their laughter we lost a python.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was endless. Where it was just like, who's gonna call that lady with the fucking dead python?
If there was any
well, it was like I saw an opening for some jokes, but I did not feel it as the right time. I was going to be like, well, that brings us to you should have gone with shipyoursnake.com, one of our sponsors, actually. They guarantee 100% delivery of your snake.
All the time.
That would be
70% of the time your snake gets there every time.
I'm curious what if you could get like a top 10 most embarrassing phone calls that the airport has to say at the end. What were the worst phone calls? The worst 3 phone calls any airport in the world had to give someone today.
God, it's like I think about that stuff all the time. Like that situation, that the whole dad situation. Like I think of there, you know that there's somebody that happened to it.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Like you're nervous to come out to your dad, and then you catch your dad with your boyfriend like that.
Oh my God.
That would be great.
Wow. What that's a horrible experience. No one should have to go through.
Well, or everyone.
Or
I figure.
Or everyone just once.
Yeah. Just one time.
Just once.
Just one single time. Well, Brandon Rogers, it's a pleasure, man. You're one of the funniest dudes on the planet.
Oh, thank you. Likewise, man. Thank
We
you.
appreciate you doing the show, my man. For Jarred Taylor, I am Ross Patterson. This is the Drinkin Bros. This might be a 2 buzz to air. I don't think we've ever had somebody black out on the show.
We should call it a 2 buzz to air.
Yeah, I think we've never had somebody black out on a show and then get into an Uber and then just disappear forever.
I mean,
like
you've had
she
me on
didn't
the
even
floor.
say goodbye of where she was going.
You've had me on the floor before.
Yeah. I was with you.
Drunk on the floor.
Oh wow.
I was with you, and I knew you. We don't know Georgie. You know what I'm saying?
We know her
Like,
pretty well.
we know her well enough now.
I mean,
but
she's in some group texts with us.
to black out during the show and then bounce is great. That's a first and probably not a last timer.
For Drinkin Bros.
Good night, everybody.